Well, it begins. A 40 by 100 pole building going right here at the lake lot property. Got the Komatsu out here digging. It's got the John Deere. And we've got the other John Deere loader here. But they're digging into this hill. You can see the stakes are right here, right there, right there, and right there. So that's pretty big. Ideally, I would have liked to go 100 by 50, but I guess that was gonna be a lot more expensive, so we went 40 by 100. I did dig about, this is like, what, 5 feet into the ground here? It's crazy. Yeah, this will be pretty cool. So we're gonna try to film most of the process here, and I'll bring you guys along. This is my first time seeing one built, so it should be pretty interesting. So we'll come back once they start doing some more work. Alright, back out here several weeks later, and they got everything leveled off here. It looks like the place for the footings are dug. You can see this is where the building will be, right in the center here. So 100 feet long, 40 feet wide. That's kind of what that's going to look like. Alright, fast forward another 2 weeks. Foundation is done. Looking pretty good. You've got the 3 garage stalls here, the 2 man doors here. You've got the foam insulation around the whole thing. So it's coming along. Alright, so I own this Foreman S for about 3-4 years now. If you guys remember, I picked this thing up for $1,000, and it has been my main plowing four-wheeler for 3 to 4 years, and it's been great. Not a single issue. But I had it in the storage unit, and it started leaking oil out of the shifter seal here. So there's a huge puddle of oil on the ground. We changed out that seal, changed the oil, and that fixed that problem. So now the tires were all going flat. We actually ended up buying all brand new tires. This is the brand Road Guider tires. They were on eBay for like 350 bucks. Probably the cheapest tire I could find. But tires are getting really expensive. So we are going to install these today and then take this thing for a little test drive and go check out the new building. There's been some progress made. I also did a quick tune-up on it, went through the carb. A mouse had made a nest right in the side plastic here and in the air filter when it was in storage. So took the carb out, took the air filter out, replaced everything, and it's good to go, and then put a new battery in. Plow gets rusty every year. We're just gonna do a quick coat of the roll bar and chassis, the VHT paint. This stuff works really well. Just coat that up so it doesn't get any worse. I'm not buying a new plow if I don't need it, you know? It still works good, just a little rusty. They're brand new. Alright, let's see if she fires right up. Oh yeah. What's crazy about this machine? It only has 409 original miles. I bought it with like 200 miles. So, basically brand new. Well, it's about 3 weeks later, and as you can see, a lot of progress has been made. So it's all framed up. We're just waiting on the trusses, which are right here, to be put up, which hopefully they're going on next week or the following week. But I figured I'd give you guys an update. I was getting a lot of questions on this building. You could see it in the background of my videos. And I was originally going to do one big video of the whole process, but I figured I'd break it up just because the process has been a little bit long. If you guys religiously watch the channel, you know I've been talking about having a big workshop like this for probably the past 10 years, so right when I started the channel. And finally, this fall, we decided to just go for it and build it. These things are becoming extremely expensive, so I was saving for a long time, and finally it was the right time. So, you know, if you don't do it now, you're going to be paying 10 times more for it in the future because prices just keep on going up and up and up. So I figured may as well do it right now. And I actually started this process 2 years ago. I was going to build it, and over the course of those 2 years, I kind of made the plans and tried to come up with the best design that I could afford. And this one is 100 feet long by 40 feet wide, 16 foot high, and then the trusses will go on top of that, so it's gonna be pretty high. But I wanted to fit pretty much anything in here that I could. So if I wanted a camper in here, I could have a camper, a big tractor, I could have a big tractor, and so forth. So that's kind of the goal of this building, is to be able to work on whatever in the future. And this is the future workshop of the channel. So my house will be built right across the street here on the lake here. You guys have seen the lake lot, you've seen the boat. The house will eventually be built there. We'll see. I'm hoping next year at some point we're gonna start it, and then the following year it'll probably be finished. So we're hoping to move over here within the next 2 years. But I wanted to get the workshop done first, so we had a bunch of storage space to store all my machines. I have a ton of them. My tractor, my skid steer, my four-wheelers, UTVs, motorcycles. You know, my house workshop's getting a little small for what I'm working on. You know, the UTVs take up a lot of room in that little shop, and it's just cluttered. And I think with a bigger space, we'll be more organized and just feel better working on stuff. And my hope is to have at least, 2 lifts in each stall here, and then a bunch of motorcycle lifts throughout the floor space here. And I'll show you guys the layout I have, planned out for it. But I think it's time to get some lifts, save my back for the future. Then the plan is to install a bunch of vent fans throughout the building so we can get rid of all the fumes from the bikes, make things a little safer for me, and kind of plan for the future. You've got 3 big garage doors that are going to be going in. You've got the service door here and a service door over here. These doors are 12 by 14, so 14 foot high, 12 foot wide. You've got 3 of them going in. And then we've got 3 windows, one right here, one there, and one right there. And what we're going to be doing is a wraparound porch. So right here, and then on the other side will be a porch. And then my favorite part is going to be the lean-to in the back. We'll go back there and I'll show you guys. But the lean-to is going to be along the whole span, the 100-foot span, and go out probably maybe 15 feet from there. So I can park trailers underneath there, skid steers, tractors, whatever I want underneath that lean-to, and then still have all the space in the shop. So I originally was not going to do in-floor heat, but because now we're waiting until spring to do it, I think I am going to do the in-floor heat and have them get that all prepped up for when we have a well and septic over here. We might have to temporarily put a gas line in and use a heater like that, but eventually it'd be nice to have the in-floor heat so there's no background noise in the videos. So the excavators had to take a lot of dirt out. You can see the piles of dirt around here, and they're going to be grading this flat so we can put concrete. I'm guessing probably at least 30 feet away from the building so we can park all of our vehicles. And then coming through here is going to be the main entrance. So the whole entire building is built with 2x6s, and it's built 2 foot on center. So every 2 feet you're going to see a stud here. And most typical pole buildings, I think there's like a 5 foot span between the posts. So this will be a lot stronger. So this is where the porch will be as well. You walk in here, and this is the size of the building. It feels really tall. The camera really doesn't do it justice, but you've got huge windows here looking out. And the hope is to have a little patio right here. And then all the workbenches and tools will be along these walls here. And then storage will be way back in the back. And because it's 16 feet high, we can do a loft and a bunch of storage above as well. So we could almost have 3 layers stacking bikes and UTVs and ATVs, so it'll be pretty cool. But here's the view from the building. We're kind of on a hill here, so you can see a lot. But I think it's gonna be pretty nice once it's all done. And then we're going to rough in a bathroom in the corner over here. Do some plumbing for maybe a shower, a toilet, and a sink back in this corner. And then back here, you see we have plenty of room for the lean-to. Right back here. So that's where they're gonna put the lean-to. So we can park all of our stuff back here. So we're in the furthest corner, and that's kind of what it looks like. It's hard to get a perspective of how big it is from the camera. Alright, just for perspective, I'm gonna stand in front of the building so you guys can see how big it looks. So that's the update on the pole building so far. You know, I'll keep you guys updated in the loop as this thing progresses, but I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of it before it got completely finished. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it'll be a nice workshop for the future, and I'm really excited for it. You know, I've been, like I said, dreaming about this for the past 10 years. So. Alright, it's really windy up here, but this is where the future house will sit. Oh, is it windy? But nice view. And this is a really steep hill. Four-wheeler's way up there. And then from here, from the house, you can actually see the shop. And once the trusses go up, you'll really be able to see it. So kind of cool, you can see it from your house. Well, we're here with Minty Jade again for fun mail time.
Yay, mail time.
We got a couple packages to open that have been sitting here for a little bit.
Boy, someone else wants to be part of
There's
it.
Vinny. Alright, Vinny is quiet now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I went to go show him the new shop out at the lake lot.
Yeah.
I just said I was really excited because
Oh, yeah.
I've been wanting it for like probably 10 years, yeah.
Wanting for as long as I've known you.
Yep. So it'll be really nice to have a wide open space and not be crammed in this garage. I mean, this one's really nice too, but I'm just running out of room.
Garage. It just gets a little crammed with the car, and then you can't put your other car in. And then,
Yeah. And it's like kind of limits what I can do too, because the garage doors are not very high, so.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lift in here.
There's so many machines to be fiddling with that it's, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need some more space.
It'll be nice for you to have a little space. Yeah. It'll be exciting to see it, like the building complete. It's kind of fun to watch it, like all stuff.
Progress.
Yeah. It'll be really nice when it's done for you.
So, all right, let's do some opening.
Let's do her. Let's see. That dog's nuts. Alrighty. Let's see. I found it. Hi, Joe. This is the bigger just screw head version of the screwdriver. Should help with those stator, am I saying that right? Screws. Enjoy your gift from Steve.
Ooh, let's see what we got. Oh, that's a really nice one.
That's a really nice one.
A subscriber sent me the smaller version of this one and I use it.
I think I remember. Was that
pretty
blue
much
too?
Yep.
Yeah, and I said it.
And they're really nice. Yeah. So thank you very much. We'll be using that probably today. So.
Oh, before I open the next package, yes, that's really nice. But before I open the next package, I don't want to forget this. The person who sent the really nice pajamas to me, those are great. They're so soft and comfy, and I wore them on Halloween because they were Halloween ones. And I just wanted to give you a shout out and say thank you again. So
yeah, you were going on and on about it. And you're like, they're so soft. Yeah.
Well, Joe and my anniversary is on Halloween, so I like Halloween a lot. It's my favorite, one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah, it was pretty fun this year.
Yeah, we had a great anniversary, but I just wanted to say thank you again for those because they were really comfortable. So thank
also
you.
Check out her shirt.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is there something on the back, or did I move my?
No, there is. So maybe future
It's
merch.
really comfortable. And Jim is the guy's name, but what's his company's name? Who makes the shirts and stuff for you?
2 Imprint.
2 Imprint? Yeah, because this is a really nice shirt. I really like it, and he does a really good job.
Yeah, he does a great job.
His hats are amazing.
He's right in Oshkosh. And,
yeah, he does a really good job, and he's a super nice guy to Joe. So, yeah.
Yeah, he does a great job. He's very detail oriented and very particular about the shirts that go out. So that's why I like going
job. I don't know
with
if you wore
Jam.
your new hats that you like. He
No, that'll be. We're doing a big release, I think, before Thanksgiving, hopefully.
Yeah, but
so
these are some really cool hats.
they're really cool, yeah.
Yeah, he gave these shirts to kind of try out, and I really, really like this one. The colors are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, really comfortable. I've worn it a lot, so thank you to Jim as well.
Yeah. And he's got that channel, VW Works, if you want to go check him out. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, little shout out to Jim.
Next shout out, Charlie's Tacos. They're one of my favorite restaurants in Watoma, so check them out as well. All right, next package. This is, I think somebody made this, correct, Joe?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so do you want me to read it or?
Yeah, I can show them while you're reading it.
Okay. Hi, Joe. Here's a little tool that I made a long time ago. I hope will make it easier for you to check in if an engine has a good spark. But put the spark plug in the hose clamp and tighten the clamp, then put the alligator clip onto a good ground point. I use the cooling fins on the head or engine bolt. This tool will hold the spark plug from falling all over the place when you try to check for a spark. Also, I sent you a message in the comment section about what I use the stuck rings, stuck pistons.
Let's see.
And then he said what kind, I think right here. So, and his name was Mike.
Yeah,
I don't
cool.
know if you want
This stuff right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. We'll have to try that out. I might order some of that up from Amazon and give it a shot.
So that's Mike.
I work with a lot of stuck rings.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really cool too. I like the little clamp idea.
Yeah.
We'll have to use that too.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much
Mike
for sending that.
Who sent that?
Thanks, Mike.
Alrighty. Oh, I think I got a paper cut. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. I'm not seeing a card on this one,
Really?
Joe. To Vintage Joe. No.
Nothing?
No, just a gift receipt. And no, that's too bad.
Well, these are great screwdrivers. Thank you very much for sending those. I use these all the time. So, next one.
Okay, this one's got a card. Thanks, Joe, for the cool content from Eugene's Backyard Repair from Eugene Castro. And this is what?
What is that?
It is. I still don't know. It looks like ignition is in it, but the word on here, but.
Oh, it's a spark plug holder. That's really cool, just like the other guy sent.
Oh, nice.
Wow, yeah, thank you very much.
There must be a need for that.
Yeah, I definitely need it. I kind of opened this one. This one was sent to my house, so.
From Doug, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Doug. Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Doug.
Yeah,
this
Doug,
thing's
you
really
are
cool.
an extremely generous person. Oh my goodness sakes. Was there something else too?
Yeah, that really cool sign
Oh
he sent.
yeah. Do you have that?
Yeah,
Or
we're
do you-
gonna.
oh.
I think you put it in the house
Okay.
to keep it safe.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a really cool screwdriver. Check this thing out. If I can get it out of here. So there's a bunch of bits for it, and it's just a really cool electric screwdriver. That would be great for carbs and taking off engine bolts, and really cool. And I think it's rechargeable. Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Fancy. It's got the little light on
That's
there.
pretty cool.
That is really cool. I could put it in the wrong way. But yeah, we'll have to use that out today as well. Give that a little test.
And the neon sign, that was the other thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's
We'll
really
have to
cool.
show that
We'll
in
show
one-
it next opening because
Yeah.
I think it's packed away right now for the new shop.
I have it in a safe spot because I didn't want it to get broken for the new shop.
But we lit it up and it's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. Is that what I'm seeing?
Vinny got something?
We start our days with a cup of Joe and a 2 Vintage Joe video. I find these JIS screwdrivers.
Oh, that was for the screwdrivers.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense.
So
Okay,
he sent
I
the
find
screwdrivers.
These JIS screwdrivers help when working on Japanese carburetor motorcycles to avoid stripping screw heads. Hope you will too. All the best from John and Tess Gooch or Gouch. Not sure, but thank you very much, John and Tess. That's really
We'll
nice.
have to give Vin a little treat.
Mr. Vin. Wow.
Well, thank you guys
That
for
was
sending
really nice.
everything. That was really nice of you guys.
Yeah.
It'll be a good tools to have for the new shop.
Yeah,
So
that'll be
I'm
really
gonna have to
cool.
stock a bunch of toolboxes over
Well,
there,
it's
and
been, you guys have been so generous that he's, got such a good, collection of things for
Yeah.
his new shop.
Yeah, it's gonna be
really
great.
nice. It's so nice of you guys.
here's the Vin.
Right here, Vinny.
Don't bite, Vin.
Jeez. You're crazy.
I think you like some.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
I think he swallowed it whole. Oh, there it goes.
Oh yeah. He puked it up, swallowed. Yeah, okay. Take it easy.
Oh, this is just what viewers want to see.
Yeah. Vinny, come here. Come here. You crazy dog.
Oh, George.
There's Georgie.
Here he is.
Georgie, how's it been going, buddy?
This way, George. Georgie's blind.
Let's see. See, Georgie actually listens.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Vinny, on the other hand.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh. Good boy, Georgie. You're a good boy.
Well.
Ready?
Yep. Let's go ride the Kubota. All right, Jade's gonna ride it.
Okay.
See if you can remember how to drive it.
Is this what I do?
Gotta turn the key on first.
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
And then, do you know how to shift it or no? Shift it up to high. So
Okay.
push up there. Yep, there you go. And I think you're good to go. I will later. And she's off. So no more squeaking on the Kubota. That new belt really fixed it up. Isn't that nice not hearing the squeak?
Yeah, you know what I noticed this time driving it is when I turn, it seems to go fast, but when I go just straight, it's like chug, 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 chug.
Huh.
But then when I turn, it's like woo!
Better hold on.
Yeah.
You like the heat too?
Yeah, I could feel that. I could feel that for sure. Good?
Yep.
Oh, I can't get through there, so I gotta go on the road, right?
Yep.
It's like pedals along a little bit, you know? Just like go.
Well, you can go faster, you
I'm
know.
going fast. This isn't going fast. Oh boy, there's people out.
Yeah.
Great, I got an audience. Awesome. Awesome. And it's really loud too, so it's, oh boy. Stop the little road. Oh my gosh. Just what I love. Can I squeeze through here?
Yep.
Well, this was a mistake.
So what do you think of it so far though? You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's not very fast.
No, it's like a snail normally unless you're taking a turn, then it seems like it goes fast.
Top speed is like,
5 miles an hour.
no, it's 20 miles an hour, but
This is the look of concentration.
yeah. All right, now gun it. See how fast you can get going. Be careful stopping. Whoa.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, like I said, it's a little clunky. It's a lot of work to drive
Yeah, the
it.
suspension's not very
Yeah.
good either.
But I like that it keeps you warm in the winter for Wisconsin.
It's very reliable. Starts up like
That's
it
good.
was, what was it, like 22 degrees the other day, and it
when we
starts
drove
right
it,
up.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a problem starting at all, so
Yep. And
this one's good to go, I think.
yeah. Is this the one you got from the auction?
Yeah, this was the auction find.
Okay.
So it was a lot of work to get this one to where it is, but
It looks
I think it was worth it in the end.
From the auction too.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
So that was Jade's review of it. And this one is now officially good to go. So we are done with that machine. We can cross that one off the list.
Yep.
Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Otherwise, I think your part's done.
If that's all,
Yep.
I'm dismissed.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. All right. I'm not the last part of the video, I'm guessing. Either.
No, you're not, unfortunately.
Disappointing. I can't do that.
We're gonna go fix up another bike here quick.
Good luck.
Yep. All right.
Bye-bye.
Well, we just got back from the shop update tour, and I figured we can work on some old projects that we have not completed yet. So this one we worked on, I think last week. It's a 1976 Honda MR175, and the seller stated it would not run. So we got this thing back home, diagnosed it, and found that the carb was really, really dirty. We cleaned that out, and we actually got this thing to fire up, but it was bogging like crazy. And we tried pretty much everything, you know, going through the carb at least 3 times, new spark plugs, set the points gap for the ignition timing, and we ended up doing a leak down test on it as a last resort, and we found that right here by the manifold here, there was a really bad leak going into a cylinder. And we also found by spraying water while we were compressing the engine, that was leaking out of the left crank seal right down here. So I think those 2 air leaks caused this machine to bog really badly. So we ordered up a new seal kit for it off of eBay. We're going to install that today and then fix up that manifold leak, put everything back together and see if this thing runs right. All right, first thing we're gonna do is take off the intake manifold here, that boot. Let's take a peek. Boot appears to be fine. Yeah, boot looks okay. Surface there looks good, no cracks at all in the boot. That gasket. Doesn't look horrible. I'm surprised there's leaking from that. Really doesn't look that bad. So this gasket I ordered up about a week ago and it still isn't here. So what we're gonna do is just use some gasket maker on both sides of that, slap it back on, and then once we get the new gasket we can install it. But I'm not waiting around for this thing to show up just for a gasket. We're gonna clean off this surface, make sure that's really good, and then we'll install that gasket maker. Should seal off our air leak at least. Clean that off really nicely. A gasket maker going on the surface here. Just a thin amount applied to that. Get our gasket on. And a little bit applied to the other side of the gasket here. We don't want any air leaking out of there. All right, so to get this crank seal out, we're gonna drill into it just a little bit. Might not even have to. It's coming out. Yeah, that wasn't in there very tight. So usually what I do is drill through it just a little bit And then you take your tap that out. Take this piece and a slide hammer. This connects to the end of a slide hammer. Slide that in there, connect this to the slide hammer, and it just pulls it right out. That's the easiest way I found to get the seals out of there, but that was even easier. It was barely in there. Pushed right out. So we can get some grease on the new seal and push the new one in. Grease that up nicely. Evenly. Alright, new seal is installed. Let's wipe this excess grease off of here. Alright, working on the clutch side here. So the cover has a couple seals on it. This one was bad and leaking really, really bad, so pop that one out. Alright, then we're going to press that in. I think we can get this one off. Let's see if we have the same size seal for it. Yep. Let's see if this one will come out of here. And alright, first goes on the plate here. So this is going to go on just like this. And we're going to put some blue Loctite on all the bolts. Ooh, a little bit too much. We've got this spacer piece there, little collar, and then the gear, and then the bolt here. Okay, clutch, lastly we just took off in one swoop here, so let's see if we can get back on the same way. Right, way to take apart the inner basket. Now we can get this back on here. So the whole clutch had come apart. That was not going on, which isn't a big deal. Just put the clutch plates individually on here. They're all free, by the way. They look pretty decent. Lock washer and nut on. So this is going to go right like this. Your nut can go on. You can torque that down and then fold up that tab. Alright, cover going back on here. Can actually get this cap off too. Alright, now this lever piece goes in here. Alright, we can get the car back on. Alright, spark plug going back in here. We're getting close to the first start here. problem. Can it be that easy? We'll find out here. All right, stator plate going back on here. This goes on just like that. All right, let's get some oil in the transmission. This is going to take 1.5 quarts. All right, fill this guy up. All right, here we go, moment of truth. We replaced the left crank seal. We've got the gasket fixed between the cylinder and the intake. So let's see what the heck happens. Hopefully between those two fixes, this thing solved their problem. All right, we've got the pipe added. I forgot to take out the plug for the exhaust. That's why it wasn't firing, so let's try this again. Hopefully that was the case. Let's see. Choke it. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh boy. On you go. Well, that's not a good sign. What the heck is going on with this bike? All right, just confirmed that we have good spark, we have good compression. Should be firing. I don't know what's going on. Very strange. Let's keep trying. Well, that definitely sounded better. It was definitely revving out a lot more, but then it just randomly shut off, like we lost spark. See it, or fuel. Alright, we went ahead and replaced this boot. This is the one that was on there. We replaced it and it seems like we're getting better spark now, so I don't know if that boot was damaged or what. Let's try it again. Choke it. All right, we went ahead and swapped out the coil and condenser. We got this one from an XL 125. It's the exact same coil. So we put the new one on. Let's see if that makes any difference here. All right, new coil is on. Let's try now. All right, again, sounded pretty decent. It looks like it almost seems like the timing's off, and then all of a sudden just loses spark. There's gotta be something going on with that stator or flywheel or something, because we swapped over the coil and the condenser from a good running bike. So we know it's not the coil or the condenser. It's gotta be the stator or the flywheel. Those are the only two other things that produce spark. So something's going on. All right, we went a hair bigger with the points gap. Let's see what happens. Nothing. All right, looking at the plug, I kick it over really fast. It looks like we're losing spark. I kick it over medium, we get spark. So that would tell me that it's not revving out completely because it's not sparking at high RPMs. So something's either going on with the flywheel or the stator. Most likely the stator. So let's take that off and take a look. We've got no leaking from the seal, so that's holding up. Let's take a peek. We're looking over the stator. It appears to be okay. We're inspecting the stator here. Not seeing anything too out of the ordinary. The points look pretty good. No pitting at the points. You can see on the points right there, there's a little bit of gunk. I don't know if that's affecting things. Would definitely be. All right, we got the points cleaned up. I mean, it wasn't like that bad. And checking over the rest of it just to make sure there's no coils that are burnt up or anything. Wires look good. Okay, I can't find an ohm reading test, and I don't think that would really tell us anything other than if it was grounding out the system, because there's only one wire you test. It's the black wire. So, you know, I think the only way to test that would be to test the voltage coming out of it. I believe AC is coming out of it and it converts to DC. But let's give the flywheel a check. Let's see if it's magnetized still. Yeah, good magnets on it. Oh, that is weird. What is that? You need a light to see this. It looks like there's a crack in the flywheel here. See that? What the heck? Is that a crack or just an imperfection in the flywheel casting? That looks like a crack to me. What the heck? Yeah, I think that's a crack right there. See that? Yeah, because that comes all the way through right here. Look at that. I think that might be a crack. And it looks like that's right where it starts to get thicker right here. See that? So what happens is this flywheel turns around and opens up those points. It connects right here and moves this up and down. So if that distance is off, that wouldn't be lifting up the points correctly. So I wonder if it's like lifting it up, closing it, lifting it up. Like there's a little dip in there or a raised part right there, you know? That could definitely be the case. I think that might be the problem right there. So I wonder what happens when you squish this onto the flywheel. Does that raise up a little bit with the Woodruff key in there? Look at that. You can already kind of see it's a little bit raised. I never caught that last video. You can't see it without the light. It's a very, very, very small crack. Kind of just blends right in. So that would definitely cause it to run sporadically like it was. And that would make sense that when you adjust the points gap, it doesn't really do much for us, you know, it doesn't help us out. Yeah, I think that's the problem right there. So I think what we have to do is find a used flywheel for it and just swap that over. See if that fixes our issue. Well, I think we're heading in the right direction. We are going to order up a new flywheel for it, swap that over, and we'll see if that fixes our problem next video. I think that's the problem, because if that flywheel is a little bit off, it's not opening and closing those points at the right time, causing timing issues, causing this thing to run sporadically. So I guarantee that's the problem. If not, then it has to be that stator. So hopefully you guys enjoyed tackling this one today, taking a peek at the new shop I'm working on, and then having Jade opening the gifts. Thanks again to everybody that sent stuff. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for next video, and until next time, we are out.